No, we're good.
Alright. Here we go. Welcome back again, man. I had the pleasure of, that's you right there. I had the pleasure, man, of sitting in the cubicle, planning my escape from that cubicle. And I was listening to Nate Bone all day. I noticed a few things. One thing I noticed was like, alright, this is a consistent person. There's an album, a project seems to drop every year. And also, he's a spitter, but at the same time, the projects aren't that long. And I wanted to ask about that first, because usually the spitters, you know what I'm saying, it's an old homage to hip hop. Remember, it was like 2-minute verse, hook, 1 minute hook, and then another 2-minute verse. They always want to pay homage to that. You don't see as many spitters go to the short track.
You know what's funny? But hold on, it's funny because you're paying homage to a thing that like niggas were discovering as they were doing it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a set ritual or whatever. It was just like, I don't know what to do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna spit. You know what I mean? And then like, yeah, it's like funny paying homage to something like niggas made up over time. You know what I mean?
I like things that remind me of this podcast. Yes.
Yeah, indeed, facts. But first of all, Nate Bone.
Yeah, appreciate it.
In the building. Yes, sir.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, glad to have you, man. First time meeting. Good to meet you, real quick. You know what I mean?
Fire.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'll be right. It's the end. But yeah.
Sorry, Mom. Still have a job. Holding it down. It's all good.
Yes,
but and what was your question?
Yeah. So, like, tell me about the short track as a spitter. Like, is that intentional? Is that stream of consciousness? I want to get this off my mind, or is it just like there's a marketing tactic behind it? Because I've seen both.
It is something that I do because I feel like I don't want to wrap niggas' heads up too much. Like, I've heard that from people. Because I used to rap long, you know what I'm saying? I used to make longer songs, but people be like, man, you don't want to over rap. You know this generation's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the attention span is TikTok.
Yeah, so I try to say what I can say what I mean, and get it right there, and then I don't try to dwell on it too long. You feel me? That's my new thing for making music.
Just like keeping it concise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like not a lot of fat on it.
Right. Just enough, you know what I'm saying, to just put it out there.
No, I feel you, yeah. Because that makes a lot of sense, because like you said, the attention span of the average listener is small. It's small as shit now. Like, no one really wants to hear like the long-winded spitter anymore.
Me either. I don't really want to hear some no more, man.
Yeah,
it's sad because it changed, but I don't want.
Like, that's the thing. If someone I respect in like that has a good like hip hop mind and like a hip hop head and shit like that, they tell me like, oh, I need to listen to this track or this album, whatever, I'm gonna give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's long-winded or shit like that. But like my daily listener, yeah, bro, like listen. Let's wrap it up. You know what I mean?
You know what I was thinking the other day? It's kind of sad. I was like, damn, I love a conceptual album. But
100%.
At this point, putting a skit on your album, it doesn't even make sense anymore. Like think about the way people's libraries are constructed now. It doesn't even make sense anymore. You might as well
to save a skit is insane.
You might as well
You're a weird nigga.
for the visual album on YouTube. But like the skit is just on the album, it's done.
For real, you think so? Damn, man.
To me, that's what I could be wrong at any time, in any way, in any form or fashion. But that's just what I was thinking.
Are you a big skit person?
I mean. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big skit person, but my man Lewis, he used to do skits on his tapes, and I got that from him. And I kind of like, not overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? 1 or 2 little joints on there, like something in the beginning, something at the end. But I get it. It's kind of old fashioned. You know what I'm saying? People don't even really care for it. It's like, what's the point of putting the skit on there? Sometimes it just sounds good, though.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because it's a matter of like the listenership too. Because like no one's like gonna sit there and listen to the album so that the skit makes sense.
Right.
It's gonna be more just like, all right, like I'm gonna listen to the album one time through. I'm gonna get 1 or 2 joints that aren't the single that came out. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then next album. You know what I mean? Like it's a consequence of the streaming era. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things, man.
It make more sense to the artist to do it than for the listener to listen to a skit. Like,
you can do whatever you want. Right. As an artist, bro, like put them on there, but like I'm gonna
right.
it's kicky right quick. You know what I'm saying? No, Nate Bone, bro. Take us back a little bit. Where like the origins of you making music, you like discovering hip hop, stuff like that. Where did Nate Bone come from?
So I started making music when I was like 13.
13?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 30.
30.
Yeah, so I've been writing and rapping for a minute. But the first time I was 13 when I actually got in the studio. Before that, I just used to write. I never told nobody. Because, you know what I'm saying, like down here, like, y'all know, like back in the day, like you was kind of considered, not a clown, but you was looked at weird.
It was very clownish behavior.
Yeah, if you was into
I mean?
rap more than go-go, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to go with. Like, if you was, the thing was go-go. It wasn't rap for you had a couple, you know what I'm saying, but it was really go-go.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%, man.
So that's basically, I was kind of like, I ain't really let nobody know I made music. I ain't let nobody, only my close friends knew. Nobody never knew. So
you weren't advertising it at first.
Nah, hell nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Did you catch any go-go influence as a result of just being in that place where like that was the thing, or was it always like a self-contained rap sort of thing?
It's always been a rap thing, but I mean go-go. Yeah, go-go. I'm gonna say like backyard, they got a good influence on me, like as far as making music too. Like I like Winston, you know, see how he sing and shit like that. So that's kind of like a little influence, but most of it is really just rap for real.
Rap, like what are some like early influences like in rap? Like who'd you listen to and shit?
Like growing up as a kid, I listened to like Ludacris, Mr. Cool.
Bro, niggas slept on the soul, bro. On the soul headphones, bro. I swear. Bro, it was Ludacris's headphones that came out around the same time Beats headphones came out.
That's the right time he had
the SOL, right?
Nah, it was called Soul, I think with a Z or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't the time when he had the afro. This was after like Battle of the Sexes and everything.
Oh,
so like this is older Luda, you know what I'm saying? Like 2010s ish.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sex room type joint.
Yeah. I don't care what nobody. Yeah, sex was a block. Yeah. But yeah, nah, niggas slept on those headphones, bro. I had a pair, bro. Niggas laughed at my ass, bro.
They were headphones, man. I can't even imagine some shit like that.
Bro, hold on. They were okay.
That nigga's music is low fidelity, son. That nigga cannot hear
Beats were trash. Beats were trash.
They're still trash. We make trash. Wow, man. But all the serious engineers I know, they use Audio Technica.
Like shit, man.
Well, shout out to Soul. What'd you call them?
The soul joints, these joints, bro. Niggas weren't hit.
We didn't want them.
Yeah, niggas didn't want them.
Look at them joints.
You know what I'm saying? I had the white pair. I had the white pair.
I don't remember them joints.
Nah, bro. I was hyping with them for some reason, bro. Just cause I was anti as shit. I didn't want no beats.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Just whatever else was there, I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I was that kid, bro.
Yeah, I feel it.
Nah, but like, what kind of kid were you, man? Like,
shit, growing up, like I was I'm an only child, so you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm an only child. Just me, my mother, my father. Like I was spoiled, but not like materialistic and shit like that. That type of shit like that. I was more spoiled on like manners and shit like that and love.
Oh, okay.
I knew my folks loved me, so I ain't have to
do like
shit. You know what I'm saying? To be seen or be loved and shit like that. So but you know, I was a good kid. Then you know, you go through shit and shit change your mind frame. So you start thinking in a different way. So
nah, that's what's up, man.
It definitely comes through in the music like that. It seems like I was like, okay, this person has been imparted with a lot of lessons.
Yeah,
like there were a lot of wise people around you.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean? Like it was always somewhere you could go to for advice. That's what I got to. That's what I got from his music, especially the previous album, because I listened to the last two. Mm-hmm. The last two and the you know.
Yeah, unfinished business. I fuck with that.
Yeah, thank you.
No, I don't like the club.
Oh yeah.
Because like I said, I'm a very anti person. You know what I'm saying? So it's about not liking things. You know what I'm saying?
Take me to the kickback. I want to see your dirty part.
Right, man. Oh shit, man.
I want to put my feet in your coffee table, son.
They told me a song about the club. I don't like the club.
All right, because niggas really make something for the club, man. Rapping too much. I don't know, man.
Make something for the kickback. Make something for when I'm in the bathroom going through the medicine cabinet. Not even to take on this. What ailments you got, man?
You just want to know.
You got a cold?
Right, shit, man. Nah, but yeah, so you listen to like Luda,
Luda, Mr. Cool, Styles, that's one of the first. Styles P, Gangsta and Gentleman was one of my first. Yeah, that was one of my first albums I bought with my own money. My mother heard that shit, man. She broke. I was mad that she broke it, but he was cursing. Yeah, mom's bad now, man.
Bro, I'm trying to think of the first joint I ever got, like with my money, bro. Because like the first album I asked my dad for, I remember was like this embarrassing, bro. It was terrible, bro. It was Jonas Brothers, Year 3000. No cap.
The two white boys, right?
The three white boys, yeah. The Disney Channel niggas. Yeah, bro.
Man, that was good.
I was a sheltered kid, you know what I'm saying? So I was watching Disney Channel heavy. You know what I mean?
You didn't do the shit.
Thank you.
Not much has changed, but they live underwater.
Like shit.
That's all about it.
No, that joint. Then like I bought a Green Day album, 21st Century Breakdown, and then I bought like it was Thank Me Later. It was Battle of the Sexes, and it was fucking Relapse by Eminem. I bought them all at Walmart, so like it was the clean version.
Oh, okay.
So it was just garbage.
You know what I
So all of them were just bad.
You know what I'm thinking back. You know what I actually bought? 3 Rings by T-Pain.
Not bad.
Nothing wrong, man.
Nothing wrong with T-Pain, bro.
Hell no, what 3 Rings? That's probably.
Can't believe it. Freeze.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was.
Chop is screwed.
Oh, that dude.
Chop is screwed. Come on.
Yeah, that was the time right there.
Nah, bro, you can't catch that.
So T-Pain was like that.
T-Pain was like that, bro. I'm glad he discovered what Instagram is, and like, so, you know, got his DM so he can work with people now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's what's up, man. Well, tell me a little bit about like your creative process. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of mental space do you get in, like when you're writing, when you're recording, you know, like stuff like that.
Shit, I be writing all day, man. I could be with my kids and something come to my head, I put it in my phone.
Oh yeah, 'cause you're a family man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So whatever.
Yeah, if we love anything on the attic, man, it's family man.
But I just write. I be writing all day, man. You know, I could be anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, I like to write at night when everything cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Do it like that.
Not a lot of distractions going on.
Right. Not a lot of distractions.
Are you like? So I had a screenwriting professor before. He was like, "Nah, if you want to really be great at this shit, you gotta treat it like fucking going to work every day.
Like a job. I've heard similar
versus
things.
like, oh, you gotta get the spark and run with it. Yeah. So I'm not even asking which one of you. I'm asking, describe what it's like when you get the creative spark, and describe what it's like when it's like, all right, this is Nate Bowden's job to write these rhymes.
So sometimes like I get like the spark. I be going hard with it, like writing a lot of shit. This like slow down, man, because sometimes you know when you overdo it, you could just be putting anything on a pen and paper, saying too much. You know,
it just runs.
It be some whack shit for you think it sounds lit because it's coming quick, but it's like nah, this shit whack. We need to take this back. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but for that's that part. And then what was that one you said?
Like treat like the day-to-day treating like, okay, this is Nate Bowden. Nate Bowden has to write today.
Like you don't necessarily have inspiration, but you know you kind of gotta get something done.
I ain't gonna lie, I never did that.
So it's straight like inspiration for you. Like when it comes, you get it done.
I don't force myself like to write. Like
I think that's more like the pure artist stance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
that's the thing. It's interesting that you say that it's all creative inspiration, but at the same time, there's a project coming out every year. Right. Usually it's one or the other. That's what
nigga get inspired a lot, bro.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
You have kids.
Yeah.
You have black children.
Yeah. Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's weird. It's one of those things where like I think some people have like more of a talent to, or more of like there's a natural propensity to fucking articulate what they're thinking all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like get down what they're feeling, what they're thinking more than other people. You know what I'm saying? So like if you're one of them cats who's like you can drop an album every year and you're not like, you know, forcing yourself to write all the time, bro. Like yeah, you're able to just take a feeling, write it down, boom. Yeah. You know, and it'd be kind of cool. Is that like something you think you're
yeah. Like I got a lot of shit I write, man. I got a lot of ideas on my phone. I still got books and shit, so you know, whenever I get in the studio, I'm just picking from what I want to use. You know.
Nah, man, I still have like just random books when I try to like write and shit like that, and it's just all nonsense. I just go back and look at them. It's like I need I should have kept doing it, so I could have kept better.
Were you always like that, or did that come as you got older?
What?
Like just being able to have that creative inspiration all the time, like. Because, you know, phases of your life, like, knowing your parents love you is an important thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, channeling that out through the music, like, having that as a foundation going into what you make, how did that affect it?
No, the ask question again, I'm falling.
Yeah, you're good. It's AM's way. You know what I'm saying? It's the way.
Well, really, I guess what I'm asking is, like, okay, as far as being able to have creative inspiration and have that and have an arsenal, like to be able to go to the studio and be like, all right, let's work with this today, let's work with this today,
Right.
you know. But at the same time, I'm never forcing it. Did that come with age? Did it come with
Yeah, that came with age. Cause back in the day, it just was on and off. I'm more consistent with making music than I have ever been in my life. Like back in the day, that shit was. I took a break, like a 5-year break. Like I stopped rapping, I stopped writing, and then, you know, I think once you see that people actually like your shit, and it's really like touching people, and people really like gravitating towards it. That gives you the like the motivation, inspiration to want to just write all the time, just so you can get better and better. You know what I'm saying?
Just one person coming up to you being like, "Oh, you're whoever," you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I like your whatever you do.
Yeah, like,
it's like
crazy.
Whoa. I thought just my friends were liking my shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is interesting.
Right.
It's cool.
And that shit keeps you going. Keeps me going.
And like, was something like that, it was like with the catalyst for you to start back up again after that like 5-year break?
Yeah. After the 5-year break, I came back. And that's when I got good feedback. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just keep going, man. Like, this shit cool.
The consistency is so much the key, man.
Yeah. I try to do something like you said once a year.
That's what's up, man. But like, you just dropped an album pretty recently, man. Unfinished Business. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about like the process of you like writing that joint, recording it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So with that joint, it was basically for like I was already planning to drop a tape at the end of the year anyway. I mean around this time anyway. But the reason why I called it Unfinished Business is because like my man Lyricist. I'm not sure if you probably
I saw him on the album. I'm not like all the way familiar with him.
Yeah. He passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. He passed away like the end of the year. And we had a lot of shit planned. Like, you know, so he got me back rapping for him. So
okay.
That's why I called it Unfinished Business, you know. And my other friend that's on the cover, he passed too. Like he passed right, he died the same day that my daughter was born. So you know what I'm saying? So I just
a weird day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So day.
It's like
to say the least.
Yeah, that's how I put it together, but yeah.
Okay, cool, man. Like, how long did it take you like to record the whole thing? Are you someone who like has a big vault? You know what I'm saying? Like, you record a lot of music, save it up to match a project, or you just like record, drop a project?
Man, be honest with you, I don't even be in the studio like a lot of rappers do. Like, they be in the studio I go when I can, because, you know, I got kids, like, I got family, you know what I'm saying?
I seen a picture of your Instagram. I was like, you got some responsibilities.
Yeah, I got responsibilities, and I wish I could get in the studio more. I need to, but, like, right now, I just get in when I can, so.
Right.
I be finessing it.
Yeah, because all this sounds like you're in the studio a lot, like, taking a lot of time to do it, honestly, you know what I mean? And some people have that talent, though. So it's one of those things you just might have that talent, bro.
I'm in the studio maybe like once a month, maybe. Twice a month, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been this the whole last month.
So you're like a marathon guy. Like, you like, all right, I'm in the studio now. Let's get as much done as possible.
Exactly.
Okay, I got you.
That's what
you're a binger.
Yeah. When I go, let's just try to, even if we just putting something on the track, if we're not done with it, let's just get it done. You know what I'm saying? We can have it.
Definitely feel that. Man.
Tell me how, because I don't have kids, neither does he. This is just, you know, my good brother in the corner.
It was close.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tell me how fatherhood sort of changed the artist you are, how it affected your music, how it sort of, you know, crafted who Nate Bone is today.
Man, fatherhood, like, it changed me, because now I gotta be a little conscious of what I say, because my kids, like, they hear my music, they listen to my music, they show they.
Yeah, because this is what my dad does.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You don't want to be the cat sagging your pants, towing shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. You a grown man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's corny. Like, I have to be me. The same person they see when they wake up, that's who I want to be.
Someone they can look up to.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So, even though I do talk about some things, you know what I'm saying? But still, it's just life.
It's not cap. It's just like stuff you've seen.
Right,
like stuff you actually seen.
Stuff that I've been through, you know what I'm saying? Stuff somebody, you know what I'm saying, else went through, you know what I'm saying? I just put it in the music. But I try to have like a balance on it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not all negative, all bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You try to make it you know, like even an old head can hear it and fuck with it, and a young nigga can fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do.
That's the good litmus test. You know what I'm saying? Right. An old head can fuck with it and be like,
right.
Yo, man.
Yeah, and I be looking at you crazy. Yeah. Like, damn, you fuck with this? You like 50?
You like, oh. Nah, like that's the thing. If my dad likes any sort of song I play for him and shit like that, I know it's a real good song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dad's favorite rapper is Biggie.
Yeah, see,
and doesn't like anyone else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he like Run DMC and all them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He likes Clinton. He likes Clinton.
George Clinton.
He's not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He's a man. He's about to say he's a rhyming motherfucker, but I would say maybe he's like proto rap. Maybe he's like proto hip hop for real.
According to historians that I've seen, niggas been rapping since the 40s.
Oh, my dad said his great grandfather was rapping. You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas would just sit around like drinking 40s around like a fucking garbage fire and just like spit rhymes. Yeah, man. Just randomly, like they would just talk like that because it was funny.
Nothing else to do for real.
Nothing else to do but get fucking assaulted and drink and go home. You know what I'm saying? How you link up with your man here? Your manager, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boy, man. A lost family member of mine, apparently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A Quo Valley native, a Strawberry Hill native. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We work together.
But yeah, we
I get on the mic.
kind of known this guy for a very long time. Basically, you know, hanging out around the way, chilling. You know. Shaking up the streets, you know, just growing up basically. Not too much of the going on like the bad run of everything, but just our own path. Then realizing that shit ain't the way, you know what I'm saying? So
you saw what other cats were doing and being like, this ain't for me.
Yeah, kind of sort of like that. Just put it in a button, wise like a hustle button. Like if it was time for me to be out there, it was time. But if it wasn't, then
we doing something else.
Yeah, I feel like me and bro, we kind of like we realized early. Some niggas don't catch on early. Like some niggas be like 40.
No, they be lifers in the city. They be like, and try to tell young cats, that's not the way, bro. I was like, nigga, you've been doing it for. What are you talking about? That's not the way. This is how you made it. Nigga. Like you can't tell me.
It's a blessing to catch on early, man. Like
bro.
Be like, oh, let me. This ain't it for real, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but like you said, like so, it's a blessing that you know what I'm saying, you grow and grasp that. So for me, like you say, I done lost a lot, so it's like the other way ain't gonna do nothing but make you lose even more. So
exactly, you know what I'm saying?
So it's this time to grow. So it's like I live my life like a movie. Like I done been down that dark path, that little dark tunnel. That
never again.
Yeah, like that.
I ain't doing that again.
Yeah, so
until it's time. Until you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's coming. It's like we need you to do one more mission. It's like you son of a bitch, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? On that kind of time.
Give me my boomerang. I'm back. You know
I'm back, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely feel that.
Bring back my sidekick and shit.
Yeah, but you know, you learn and then you just try to make your life like that movie you wanted to make it. So it's like that's what we're on right now. So
it's real good that y'all discovered that early though. You know what I'm saying? Because like I think it's easier for a lot of cats like to discover that early because like there's a lot more like information, there's a lot more like testimonies of why the other way of living life is not good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot more easily accessible. Like a motherfucker just hop on YouTube, watch like a couple interviews with a couple cats and shit. There's like, yeah, I ain't trying to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you niggas really did it.
Right.
I'm gonna stick to this music. I'm gonna stick to this writing. I'm gonna stick with whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it at all, bro. But it's good that like you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? You're a good role model for that kind of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Is that something that's like obviously it is because you have kids and shit, but like, is that something that's like important to you for like your listeners and stuff like that, being like a role model?
No, I mean, I don't like that word role model, man, because I'm still, you know what I'm saying, I'm still learning too. I be fucking up too, man, like.
That don't be all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, we all fucking up, man. I just try to do the best I can do, man, for my kids so they can see, and if you able to learn something from what I say, you know what I'm saying, then that's cool too, but I don't, you know what I'm saying, like.
No, like you don't want to have the burden of being a role model.
Yeah, man, cause shit, man.
Then you're gonna have to like kind of police yourself a little bit more.
Man.
It's just like like you gotta learn, bro.
Right, I'm just
Nah, I definitely feel that, man.
This album is like, I remember listening to it like the first like 3 tracks in, I was like, wow, I haven't heard like. I don't want to put it in a box or anything, but like East Coast rap, like East Coast, like a good East Coast rap. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Not anything that didn't come out of New York.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We get shout out to New York though. We do got a couple projects to shout out there.
I would be shocked if y'all said y'all wasn't like in New York.
Oh yeah. Shout out my man Mark Andre, man.
That's why I brought up Tax Stone. The interview. I was like, nah. When I was listening to him, like that type of stuff was what he was pushing on. Dave East and then fucking I think Lil Uzi back in the day, like he pushed
and I made fun of you for listening to Dave East. Just today.
You know what I'm saying?
Just today.
You don't fuck with Dave East like that?
Not even that. I thought it was funny because like this is like a lot of bitches I know really like Dave East.
Yeah. They don't know none of his music though.
Yeah, it just seems like a real like you're for the bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nothing wrong with that. You're selling. You know what I'm saying? You're selling out, but like.
Yeah.
That Joe we going to in October, the headliner is Dave East.
He's down here?
Nah, 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we gotta get mobile.
That's alright,
Yeah, we gotta get mobile, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking about that fucking that scene in The Dark Knight Rises with Bane and the Stock Exchange. Time to go mobile.
Time to go mobile.
Yes, you do, man.
Doc, I get voices sometimes. Sometimes some good ones.
Oh no, we had the Italian joke, which went for an hour straight. I had a nigga call me after we released that joke. Like, hey man, keep doing what you do.
Like I said, we sat in my mother's basement and just did Italian accents to each other, like Boston accents to each other for like an hour. And like put it out as a podcast and then
I just realized Boston people had an accent. I ain't never noticed that.
Bro, they got a crazy accent.
Yeah.
I gotta hear it that I can do it, but like
Yeah, like I ain't never noticed.
Hey Juan. Yeah, no, they got it's like I don't know what to call it. It's just like it's really like watered down English. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess bearded down English. I don't know. Liquored down English accent. I don't know though.
Down English is English.
Like I said, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, but you're from Riverdale, right?
Yeah,
Riverdale. Yeah. So like you're very much in the DMV.
Yeah.
So like, what are some of your thoughts on like the DMV's like creative scene and like music scene? You know what I'm saying? Like pros, cons. What are your thoughts?
Shit, right now I feel like somebody got. Get this shit going. Everybody making music now. This motherfucker, like everybody rapping.
Every person I know.
Yeah, like somebody guys turn this shit up, man. Like it's right now. I think it's up for the grabs, man. Like I mean, not for nobody like to run it, but somebody to just bust down the door, like so everybody can get through it. You know what I'm saying? I think we need like all type of people. We don't need just. Like a street rapper. We need like three, a singer, you feel me? Like everybody to bust a door down, man, so we can get in there.
Yeah, because like what I've noticed for real is just like whoever is like they say it's like like the DMV is popping or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's always like a certain genre. You know what I mean? It's like it's a certain kind of it's like them trap niggas.
Yeah, drill like drill.
It's really like all them drill cats and shit. Like nothing wrong with that. Like a lot of them niggas crank. You know, but I'm just like that's 10% of the DMV.
Right.
The actual like dangerous. This is the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the trap and shit like that. That's like 10% of the DMV.
Right.
The rest is rather nice. if not rural. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, but like like you said, it has to take all types of niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All types of artists and stuff like that. That's what we're trying to do with Highlight. That's what we're trying to do with Attic and Friends. You know, it's like put more of a spotlight on like different kind of artists and stuff like that. You know, like more real local cat, the actual local cats.
Right.
Because
it seems like the only people who get a shine is like the like that type of rap, and that's cool. I fuck with it, you feel me? But for me, it's not something that I want to hear all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but
like in the day, I want to hear 10 times out of like 70 songs I listen to in a day.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's going to be like a self-sustaining thing at a certain point. Like, if you make it a point to put on each other and put on your own area, people are going to look to your area for more music,
right,
which is going to make the creatives that are coming up hungrier.
Right.
So more things are going to come out of our area, and then you know what I'm saying, it cycles from there, it circulates from there. You know.
Yeah. Hopefully, man, one day, man, it's moving. I see it moving.
It is, you know, the last.
We're trying to move it. You know what I'm saying? We're not like push. You know, just like just saying shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't because he can do so much more. Because he's a millionaire and he can do a lot more than what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
I respect Pusha T for even saying that, because
he's doing more than other niggas are. Don't get it twisted just by like mentioning this stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like bringing it up in conversation, like on social media and shit. Right. Though I'm just like, nigga, you can do a lot more.
But you know why I say that? The only reason I say that is because we don't even like. I don't know how the DMV handbook go. This shit's so weird, but niggas out here, I didn't know Richmond was a part of the DMV. He from Virginia Beach, right?
Yeah, he's from Virginia Beach.
We don't really consider that the part of the DMV.
And like niggas don't consider Baltimore a DMV.
Yeah, so for him even to say that about the DMV, that was alright, because he for the longest niggas been trying to shit on VA. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Except for Alexandria, Arlington.
The ones that are closer to DC.
Right, you know what I'm saying? They be shitting on him. So for him to even say that, I fuck with that.
The closer ones, like I guess a more higher DMV level than, like you said, Virginia Beach, which is kind of crazy because you feel what I'm saying? Like the rap should like spread that far. Like you said, the Baltimore.
And it does, because like streaming services and Instagram and all the social media and stuff like that, it does reach down there. There's no one gives a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where like. Yeah, and that's why I was saying more like he could do more to make niggas give a fuck. Yeah. Because he's Pusha T.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like niggas are gonna give a fuck if you give them the co-sign. You know what I'm saying? Like open a few more studios in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I went to Pusha T's studio. You know what I'm saying? Listen to my shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool,
like,
but the DMV should take his own initiative and like do that shit itself.
Very much so. But I think the thing is like we are taking a lot of initiative right now. It's just again like. If we're in an area where no one gives a fuck unless you have a cosign, you know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of niggas who came from the DMV who can give us a cosign.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, do small scale tours. Make your features a little more accessible and stuff like that. Like lower your price and shit like that. Do tours with real local cats. You know what I'm saying? Like do your research. You know what I'm saying? It's like give us some real local cats and shit like that. And then like you get that cosign, people are gonna listen more. Then you can do your small scale tours. You can open up studios. Right. You can provide the infrastructure and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you've had that cosign.
Right.
You know, it's like it's all complicated and shit. You know what I'm saying? I have been drinking most of the day, so I'm just I am ranting. But yeah. No, but definitely that. But yeah, 100%, man. I agree.
Yeah.
But take me through. So if you were like, let me ask you this hypothetical question. If you was like, all right, I got a piece of creative inspiration right now. Like I need to write right now. Not even I need to write right now. I need to go to the studio right now. Describe the type of beat you would request. Like, what is your ideal type of production? What type of beat do you like or strikes you?
I like, somebody asked me that question before too. I like soulful shit, like shit you can feel.
You a brother, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I like the beats you can already feel. Like, you remember the Dipset beats? Some of them Dipset beats.
Some of their samples were insane.
They didn't even have to rap on some of them. Like, they could just let the beat flow. And then if they come, then if they say the right shit on it, just make it even better. Those type of beats I like shit I can feel, man. Like, I'm not really big on 808s like and all that shit, like trap beats like them joints cool, but I like shit I can flow on, shit I can talk on.
You like our boy JoJo. Most of his beats are like soul samples.
Yeah, man. I just what I like. Yeah, it took me a minute to get comfortable with that because for a minute I was trying to find a lane to make it, you know what I'm saying, that some jumpy shit, but then it's like, nah, I'm gonna just do me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nah, I definitely get that, man. Did you listen to like a lot of like soul and like R&B stuff like when you're like real little? Like, did your parents play a lot of that kind of shit?
Yeah, I come from a music home, man. Like my mother, my father, like George Clinton, James Brown,
Of course.
Alexander O'Neal, Nita Baker.
Yes, bro, Alexander O'Neal.
Slept on, man. That's my man.
On, bro. He's the man.
Yeah, man. I grew up on all that shit. Like my father, everything, man. Like so. That played a big part too because I can do a lot of music.
Yeah, that definitely.
Nah, yeah, definitely, man. Because like it's funny, like the amount of music I heard like growing up and shit like that, the shit I was exposed to, like you would think I would be able to make some kind of music.
Yeah.
No musical bone in my body, son. It's great. Yeah, none. I can
know good music.
I know good music when I hear it. That's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can critique. Like I'm like a Stephen A. Smith or like a Skip Bayless. I can't actually do the thing, but I know good of the thing when I see it. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
But nah. I wish I could do it.
Yeah.
I might get singing lessons like my man Jacob. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that runs the studio across the way, Hollow Studio.
Okay.
But he raps. He's an amazing rapper, man. You know, amazing musician. He has a band going on. But we made fun of that nigga because he started taking singing lessons and shit.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? But they paid off. They paid off. He's so soulful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, feel that too.
Nah, man. Do you perform a lot, like at shows?
Yeah, I just started performing a lot. I mean, it ain't nothing crazy, but I'm doing little shows and performing and shit.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Like what kind of like goes into like how do you get kind of good at like performing and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Just doing it and shit, you know?
Man, me personally, I don't feel like I'm good at performing yet. I still get nervous. Like I don't like the spotlight.
That means you want to do well.
Yeah, I want to do well because you break people out. You don't want people to come out and feel like their time is wasted. You know what I'm saying?
That's the worst.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I'm still trying to get comfortable with performing and shit. So I don't really like the spotlight. I don't like being in front of everybody. I ain't never been that type of dude. So, but this is shit that come with it. So I'm still trying to learn how to work with that.
So with so long having been, or with you having been making music for so long, looking at it more as a business now, what would you say your direction is next? Like, what's the next thing going on for you? Like, as far as, all right, I need to play my next move. What do you feel like that is for you?
Honestly, man, I don't even know. I really don't, because this shit, I mean, what I can say right now, I definitely want to be more consistent in the studio. I want to get in the studio more, and I want to get more organized with my shit. Right now, it's coming together now, but I want to get more organized. You know what I'm saying? And, I want to be able to touch other cities. That's what I really want to do. Like I love the DMV, but it's time to, move around. Not nothing crazy, but go where I can go. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the next step for is traveling more, tapping in with people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time for me to start tapping in with people.
Yeah, I think that's an important like next step for a lot of DMV artists to like branch out outside of the DMV,
right?
And then not necessarily just like come back. You know what I'm saying? But like show some love to the DMV. Like do come back. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing over here. Like once you get that like cosign from everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? But like that, I think that's like a big important step that a lot of cats can get, so we can get like cosigns from other places. You know what I'm saying? Like people fuck with us everywhere else. You know what I mean? Like we become like a LA, like Atlanta, like a New York, like a Chicago.
Yeah, because shit, believe it or not, DMV is known. The little places that I go, people know about DMV music. I was surprised, man. Like when I was in New York, New York and DMV ain't that far, but they really in tune to they really in tune to all the shit that's going on. Okay,
because a lot of style New York, you know what I'm saying? Let's be honest.
A little bit of it, man.
Like they come down, have a little bit of a time, and pick up some lingo and shit. You know what I'm saying? It be like that.
Yeah.
It just be like that, man. Yeah.
Where would you say you were musically in your early 20s compared to now? Like
More reckless.
how do you feel, sir?
Just talking, like. I'm more mature now, you know what I'm saying? I was younger back then, so the shit I was talking about, when I go back and listen to my shit, I always had a message though, I noticed that. But it was more reckless, you know what I'm saying? It was more reckless. I was just saying anything. Now I'm more conscious of what I'm saying, and I'm being more real with myself as far as what I say in music, you know what I'm saying? Not just saying anything.
Like you're more thoughtful of like what's going on, like
exactly.
what you're saying and shit like that.
So somebody, you know, say I know what I'm saying. So can't nobody say I said this. I know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
You know, so
I wrote it. That's
right.
what I'm saying. It's one of the things, man. But what's like an average day look like for you, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you get up and do? How do you go about yourself?
Shit, man. I work, so I get up, go to work, get my kids. I might write some music. I might go around my way, my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really be doing too much. I'm a real low key type nigga. I don't be in nobody way. You feel me? Like I fuck with who I fuck with, and that's just it. Like I ain't on the scene like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So I be chilling for real.
I feel that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro. I go out to do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I come out to do this.
I ain't just going out. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing, and that's it.
100%, man. You were like that, like always, kind of, right? You were just kind of low key, or like did you like kind of grow out of being?
I grew out of that. I got after you go through so much shit, man. You see so much shit, you learn. Like, all right, man. Like, let me fall back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't need to be in everybody's.
Yeah,
like,
niggas ain't real for real, man. Don't nobody really love you for real. You know what I'm saying? So, and I always look at it like shit. If I go. Like, you know, if something happened to me, who the fuck gonna take care of my kids? Like, who, you know what I'm saying? Who gonna take, you know what I'm saying? Who gonna do anything for my kids for real, besides my, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, that's how I look at it. And that's just what it is. Like, that's why, you know, I try to stay low key, stay positive, and that's it.
Nah, definitely, man. I feel that, dude. Nah, so, like, besides, like, you know, rapping and like hip hop and stuff like that. Like, do you have any other like creative endeavors you want to like get into? Like, you ever want to like act? You ever want to write like you know, long form stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that.
I wouldn't mind ghostwriting. I wouldn't mind writing for people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's what
bread.
Yeah,
bread.
And then I wouldn't mind writing a book or something too. When I was a kid, I wrote little short stories and shit like.
I
got an award. I can't remember what grade, but 4th or 5th. But one of them grades. I don't even know if it was an award, but I got a lot of good love off that.
You got recognition.
Yeah, recognition for a little story I wrote in the 4th or 5th grade. But I always been writing little stories and shit, so I wouldn't mind. Now that I'm older, maybe writing a book or something, like a short film or something. You know what I'm saying? But not right now though. Right now I'm just on music.
Nah, I feel that. If you like were to get like a specific genre though, like if you were to start writing, like what would it be like? What were you into? Like
real life type shit, like no action shit like that. I'm talking about day to day shit that nigga really go through. You know what I'm saying? You in the streets, your family, just living life. You know what I'm saying? That's something I would get into.
You ever watch like hood flicks on like Prime and shit?
Nah, I be Tubi and shit. You know what I'm saying? Tubi?
Tubi's alright.
Yeah.
Tubi's okay. It's pretty okay. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, they got some shit on there, man.
Yeah, it's not bad. I do fuck with Tubi sometimes.
They got some garbage on there too, though. I seen some shit.
That's the thing. Garbage is the best part.
Nah, it really is because it's hilarious.
I like it though.
If y'all got
it's something to bed over.
If y'all got Prime, bruh, do yourself a favor. Just look up hood flicks or hood movies, you know what I'm saying?
Amazon Prime,
okay. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got it, just look it up. Nigga, they got some shit on there, bro. And it's like bad so bad it's good kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? If you ever want to like watch like cringe shit,
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all into that or whatever, but like, nah, me and this man, like we love watching really good things and really bad things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're just as entertained by both. Bro.
Yeah.
But like, look up Hood Flicks on Prime, bro. You were in for a treat.
Okay.
Because it's just niggas being niggas.
Yeah, I done seen some shit, man. You be like, what the fuck, but it's funny.
It'd be funny as shit.
Yeah, y'all got me with the TV.
What would you say is your favorite album of all time?
My favorite album of all time.
Favorite album, favorite song, favorite artist to listen to. You got to put somebody on right now. It's a meteor headed to the earth.
Oh, dead or alive? Or?
Yeah, it's a meteor.
It's
a meteor headed towards the earth right now. We all gonna die. It's
a lot
inevitable.
of mature men. I feel like a lot of mature black men like love Biggie, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're a man like my father.
Yeah,
you know
man.
I
I love Big Biggie. That Ready to Die album, but like I remember when everybody was listening to Lil Wayne and shit. I was listening to that joint. That shit was like, I ain't never heard nobody rap like that at that age. I was like 13 when I started listening to Biggie. So
Biggie was ahead of his time, bro.
It really was. Man.
That's the thing, because he would be like you know what I'm saying, like niggas like Black Thought, niggas like I don't know how to say the nigga name, Toby Quammen, some
Tyler Quali.
Tyler Quali too, you know what I'm saying, but there's one other cat, I don't know how to say, I can look it up, but like, you know what I'm saying, it's like other spitters, you know what I'm saying, you would know how to pronounce it, you know African names.
Oh, is that who is this?
This nigga, he's real nice.
Toby
Nwigwe.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know him.
He's nice. That nigga's nice. But like, yeah, like niggas like him, Gibbs, Freddie Gibbs and shit like that. Very Gibbs, my nigga. Because he's a troll. Because that nigga's just funny as shit.
Yeah,
that nigga is a geek, bro. He's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
There's a grown man doing dumb shit. Just tweeting shit.
That fucking Mad Lib joint, that joint was crazy. I forgot, what was Pinata?
Yeah.
Pinata,
Yeah, that's one of the toys, man. Robes is one of the best songs of all time.
Facts.
Which one was that? That was on that joint?
That was on.
Might be bad, man.
Might have been down, I think.
But
still, both projects.
Yeah, both projects was crazy. That Knicks joint, that Deeper, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, fuck Gibbs.
Nah, hell yeah, bro. So, like, how do you want to, like, progress further, like, as an artist? Like, what are some, like, goals for you, like, in the future type shit?
I want, like, right now, I feel like I'm serious, but I ain't all the way serious. Cause you know, like, you look at that shit, you be like, man, it's a million other niggas rapping, man. Am I even going to be able to?
There are a million other niggas doing podcasts.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like, it's really kind of depressing sometimes.
Exactly.
I feel that. I just feel that.
You had them days, you be like, man, what am I even going for?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
30
Yeah, that's right.
I hope to lose that negative you know what I'm saying?
State of mind, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Get more comfortable with my craft and just, you know.
Yeah, because that's the thing now. I think, like, especially, like, you know, like, going further and stuff like that, there's going to be a place for, like, cats like you know what I'm saying? Like, the lifer cats. Right. You know what I'm saying? The cats who just, like, nigga, I like rapping. I like making music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I like putting it out, like, you know, performing and stuff like that. Like, you're going to cultivate, like, not a giant, like, Travis Scott crowd. You know what I'm saying? But, like, yeah, you're gonna be like that nigga Murs. You're gonna be like that nigga like Currency. You know what I'm saying? Like cats like that, and like they're all making good livings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they can buy a car or two. Yeah. They can take care of their family. Right. You know what I'm saying? They can go on vacation a couple times. Right. You know what I'm saying? Go out probably every night. And
they're gonna sell out. They got a solid fan. So I always
and go on a good tour.
Currency.
Yeah.
I always use him as an example. I like his career. Like he's not on the radio, but the nigga, cause he been working, like he dropped tapes all the time.
Oh, I'm listening to a Currency joint when it drops, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm that cat.
Right. So that's the vibe I'm going. I don't want no big shine anyway. I don't think I'm that type of nigga. I'm not that type of nigga.
I remember seeing that documentary back in fucking 2000. Like 10, 11, just they put a bunch of normal looking motherfuckers on camera, and it was just, you know, it was just them with their wives in front of their houses. No, this is a YouTube joint.
Oh.
And it was just them with their wives in front of their houses. And then it was like, hey, all these guys are rappers. They all rap for a living. And it was just these motherfuckers. This was 2010. Back, like, this is kind of,
I don't remember this. You gotta show me that, right?
Yeah, no, this is before the streaming era, before all that. This was like when you actually had to sell music and actually you had to book a show type shit.
Gross.
Gross.
Am I right?
And these motherfuckers would go, they would fly to like Poland, and then they would go from Poland to Croatia to Czechoslovakia to Sweden to Finland, come back to the U.S. and then they would do like Phoenix or like Houston,
domestic, who cares,
do whatever. And that was how they did it. They did that every year. They dropped, what you dropping right now, like one to 2 albums a year. Like I remember seeing that 10 years ago, and I was like, oh no, there's something's gonna come of this. This is only gonna grow from here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because you had a little tour for Unfinished Business, right?
Yeah. Little promotional tour.
I do want to compliment those t-shirts.
Yeah.
If they're still around.
Yeah, I got a few. They're the spot though.
If you have an XL.
I got you. XL. What size you with?
I'm a medium.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you guys.
Medium.
One wash. You gonna?
They gone. They gone. Yeah. I feel it.
If they shrink, we get the love. that's all right.
Oh, they shrink?
Okay, yeah.
I ain't mad at it. at all.
Yeah. I like the print was gonna be gone.
No. The print is
good.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Back to
XL. Yeah. I'm damn near sorry.
I mean, the way we wash. I guess put that fabric softener on that thing.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta put the fabric softener on that thing. If my request after buying that shirt, put the fabric softener on that thing.
Right, shit.
That's it.
You should do one.
No shrinkage, but just put the fabric softener on that thing. Keep it preserved.
All right, but because I definitely need one of them joints, bro.
Yeah.
But like, how did that tour go, bro?
That shit went good, man. That was a little motivation too, man. Like just want to see, even though we didn't really go we didn't go down.
It was like 4 or 5 like spots like in the DMV, right?
Yeah, we went to Baltimore, Virginia Beach. What the fuck else? Richmond,
and Atlanta.
Yeah, we didn't go to Atlanta.
We didn't go to Atlanta.
College Park, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was cool just to see, I like Virginia Beach. I like little low key places like that. Like I wouldn't mind moving out there. Like that shit, it's low key.
Nah, yeah.
I like Virginia Beach, man.
My
It
philosophy.
was the Only Vibes, hell yeah.
Yeah, Only Vibes in College Park.
I love Only Vibes.
Yeah.
My philosophy, man, is if we create a market out here, then it's like, it's worthwhile to invest in music out here. More money will flow out here.
Yeah.
And that's why I invest in what we're doing, man.
Nah, 100%. That's why we got the website going. That's why we're doing the podcast. That's why we're running shows.
You create the market, you create the incentive. When you create the incentive,
definitely.
now you can just come out here and if you're nice, you're nice. You can, if you organize, you can get a business model going. You can really do this shit for real. That's what I want.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nah, for real. Though.
May the best man win.
Yeah.
Will be me. Nah, but how do you get into like managing and stuff like that? Like, what do you do for what do you do for Nate? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? What kind of future things you want to get into?
I mean, I'm not really his manager. I'm his assistant manager. Shout out to my
brother, man.
Shout out to my
my manager.
My man, he the manager. So
okay.
I'm just helping here and there with things. You know what I'm saying? Right now, he just got me I'm just backing my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever he want me to do, I'm doing it. He need me to do this, I'm with it. He need me to do this, I'm with it. You know
Not enough cats like you out there, bro.
And that's basically what it is right now.
Nah,
but for future things, just like studio time for my man, like finding new ways, new outlets, and like just shit like that. Just keep it going for all of us. Like that's it.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. Yeah, because there's not enough cats out there with like representation. You know what I'm saying? It's important, right? Like how's it helped you so far? You know what I'm saying? Like versus how how would you do like just solo?
Yeah, it's crazy. We just talking about that too. Like, it feels good to have a little team, man. Cause you know what I'm saying. You need a team. It starts with a team, so it feels good to have my niggas, these niggas that I grew up with from the same neighborhood. So it's it's good. It's love, man. I appreciate it.
No, definitely, man, definitely, because the lack of team aspect in a lot of these like artists and stuff like that, like you can tell, like because they're not getting on shows, they're not like getting featured and stuff like that. Right. They're not coming to do podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So like they're farther behind because they don't have the team behind them. They don't have like the machine infrastructure behind them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we've been struggling like shit with that, bro. we've been trying to find cat, you know what I'm saying? Like, thank God for cats like Gersh, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out Gersh. And like, bro, like we gone through like fucking 7, 8 fucking editors and stuff like that. We gone through. You know,
what is it? It's just what? Lazy?
First of all, niggas don't want to edit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we're pushing an hour right now, so like. Longest we've done is like 3 hours, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's like we talk sometimes.
Days, man.
Yeah.
How long take the edit for that?
I don't know.
If you're the best editor in the world, a 3-hour podcast would take you 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? But like these cats are the best editors in the world, so it takes them some time and shit like that. So like, motherfuckers would be like do 2-hour joints for like. You know, like 60, whatever, 50, 60 bucks. And it's like, hey, bro, like, hit us up, like, for the next year. It's like, hey, bro, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, this is taking a lot of my time, bro. I'm gonna need to, like, up the price a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, like, 80 to 90. I was like, hey, all right, I don't know about that, bro. Good luck to you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Money, man.
Yeah, man, I swear to God, I told my girl this the other day, I was like, yeah, money will solve all my problems. It will buy my happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck with it, man. All my problems will be solved by money.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, bro, but like, yeah, all my problems. I'm not saying it'll make me happy, but it'll solve my problems.
Exactly. That's it's gonna make me happy because
you better go and meditate after you solve your problems.
It'll make things a little more easier, man. You know, mentally. You know what I mean? But
I've been there, bro. I did the whole psychedelic, whole meditation, fucking hippy dippy phase. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing a big ass tie dye right now that I made. Like fucking but nigga, I know what will make me happy.
He's like, I need money and I need it now.
It's my money and I need it now.
Keep your emotions. Give me the money.
Yeah, nigga, keep that over there. You know what I'm saying? Keep the emotions, keep the feeling. You know what I'm saying? Keep the rhetoric over there. Keep it on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man.
I definitely feel you.
I ain't for it, man.
But what is the rest of the year look like for you right now?
Man, shit, man. Definitely. First of all, I want to drop 2 more tapes. Right now, we still pushing up in this tape, but I want to drop another joint in the summer, like summertime, like July, August maybe, and then something for the winter, EP for the winter. But I just want to keep working, man. I want to
stay consistent.
Yeah, stay consistent, man. Like, I want to travel.
They want to go like more tours and stuff.
More tours, man. I want to get out, man. Like, I want to get out, man. Like,
you might have to talk to the kids right here.
Yeah. Okay.
We're trying to like run a little thing.
Okay.
We try to do some things, bro. Yeah, we're gonna talk because we like you.
Thank you.
We don't like many people. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
hold on. You ain't got no choice, man. You with family, man.
Come on now. We're Cold Valley family, bro. Strawberry No family. Come on now.
There you go. We love them.
That's it is funny because we probably pass each other. We probably see each other a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, you know my folks. Like I remember we used to play tag football right there.
Yeah, right Strawberry No, bro.
We walked past
before it was cricket fields. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
We had the essence in life to connect, and then it just.
We just walked past each other, just like June. They kept walking, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
there you go.
I feel that, bro. That was 20 and shit. We were talking about that before the cloud, bro. I was like, man, these strangers are coming in. We have to fucking do whatever. It's like, nah, these are my family. These are my folks. I fuck with it.
Definitely good vibes.
Hell yeah, good. Yeah, clink. We have a vibe jar here. We don't say vibe.
Yeah.
Vibe jar.
It's like a swear jar, you know what I'm saying? But like it's for vibe because it's a stupid word, apparently. Cause I used to say it a lot.
It
I didn't even used to say it a lot. That's the thing.
was only you saying it.
Cause I would drink during the pod and I would like lose my vocabulary with every beer.
You drink during the pod and you drink during not the pod. What do you mean?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm on camera, I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying? I'm vain.
That's why
I want to look good.
You drink when you're nervous.
That's why
when you're not nervous.
That's why I ain't smoking no weed.
Oh, word,
I ain't good with
Right,
that.
it's funny. It's either niggas is like, nah, I don't really want to do anything, or it is like, can I spark in here? It is,
Yeah. I just
don't
I don't
calm
even like
down.
smoking when I record music. I don't know. I just like to do it so.
Oh, where like do you feel like it's like a sort of this you use cloud up or whatever?
Yeah, sometimes I notice, man, like it'll stop me from what ideas and shit. I don't know if I can think it too much. I don't know what the fuck, but
It stops the motivation. It doesn't stop the creativity for me at least. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still thinking about shit all the time. It's like boom, the synapses are going or whatever. But I'm just like, damn, I'm comfortable with shit.
Right,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get up for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That was beer. I'm just like, oh, wow, this couch is amazing.
Yeah, see,
I haven't seen The Boys yet, so
Right.
I'm gonna turn this on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, bro. Like it's like that for me at least. You know.
yeah, for me it just shut down my brain sometimes. Like that's why I just say I'm gonna just record sober until I can handle the weed and shit.
Yeah. Cause that's the thing. It's good you know yourself though.
Right.
You know yourself enough to where like you know it's like where like I can't be like these rapper niggas who like fucking bring like 2 packs of backwoods,
roll
smoke them all.
So
You know what I'm
shout out to
saying?
the
Like,
niggas
yeah.
that can do that. That's cool. But, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that shit. Man.
These niggas just say whatever when they do that shit.
Yeah.
After a while, cause I've been in studios when like niggas like toward the end of the session, they're like when the niggas are like booted and like fucking gone and shit. It's like, alright, y'all just saying whatever.
Yeah, see.
You're saying whatever now, bro. It's like it's cool, it's whatever, bro. But like you are.
Right.
You hear that nigga?
I started thinking about that video where he's like, the nigga swung his
Oh yeah,
body.
that shit. I just usually see the real interview. That shit was funny as shit.
My nigga said, swung his body. My nigga did. The meme king, son. Every time I think about a meme, I say it and I
Shout
love
out
the
to
girl
the
you
guy
know about it.
shout out to the guy that made that video. I forgot his name, but
The
he had
nigga
niggas entertained, man.
swung his
You
body.
can't be sitting there watching like,
Like
oh,
Freaky
yeah, what happened?
Freaky Ziggy.
That's
The
what I'm
nigga
saying.
Freaky Ziggy.
Yeah. With diplomats.
Man, shout out Diplomats, man. I
Nah.
don't know Freaky Ziggy. Shout out Diplomats, man.
Shout out anybody that's entertaining anybody at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're the real heroes.
Yeah,
It's close to
we
the
need it,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? Because
It is close to that age.
it gets sad, bro. Like, did y'all have like any like hard times like during COVID and shit like that? Like that like 2-year period, I guess.
Me, no.
Like, I'm already low key, so the COVID shit was just regular for
Telling you,
Is
bro.
it-
mad shit was
vaccinated
on me,
here?
but
We're gonna leave that out of there.
Yeah, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? We're all friends here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, yeah, it's the funny thing because like yeah, me and AM, we started doing the pod like real heavy like as soon as like the lockdown began like in March and shit. It was like oh nigga, we're gonna be home and shit. Like I'm about to get these unemployment checks, nigga. We'll spend some bread on some equipment, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We started doing the damn thing.
I was working from home, just fucking, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's push this shit. Let's see what goes.
Nah, yeah.
so how long y'all been doing?
It's about
Almost
2
3
years in
Almost three.
I would say.
yeah, it's 2022. Yeah.
Yeah, almost
That's
3
right.
years.
You say like when COVID started, I would say COVID just basically taught me how to survive. Like
Word.
period. Like whatever you gotta do, you gotta. You know what I'm saying? You gotta morph. You gotta change. You gotta do whatever you gotta do. to
Yeah, bro.
survive.
If you can't adapt, bro, you're
Yeah,
not worth a shit.
Too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money flowing around. Like
Yeah.
niggas you never seen when money had money.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas who never had money have bread, bro.
If you watching this, I hope you intercepted some of that money, because I did.
Right.
Listen,
Allegedly.
I'm telling you,
allegedly.
bro. I'm telling
But that just showed you
Nah,
that
I
like
was worried about it.
that just showed you like what you can write like people like what to do with your money, like do the right thing or do the wrong thing. A lot of people did the wrong thing.
I did the wrongest thing. I did the
A lot of people did the wrong thing, but in the right way. Let me put it like that. Like they did what they wanted.
I bought not even drip. I was like thrifting and like fucking just like went on eBay and bought like just like random shit that I liked. I don't even like drip like that. Like designer shit. I'm not even into all that. You know, like, as you can tell, I made these jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking, I'm wearing fucking beat ass ones I've had for years. You know?
Yeah, I ain't really.
Well, shout out to everybody that was living their best life, man. I know
Yeah.
it was,
I sure the
man.
fuck was.
You know what I'm saying? Learn how to morph, adapt, do what I needed to do for my
sure
family and everybody else.
Yeah,
Shout out to all the survivors, man. For real. And shout out to everybody that didn't beat the COVID. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, pouring out for a little bit. We're not outside, so.
Roll it,
Drip. I said we're not outside, so drip.
Oh,
What do you think? What do you? I pay for this too. Fuck. I didn't look at the pour. I didn't look at the beer on the ground.
He's about to say, like, now clean that out there. Who gonna clean that out there?
Gersh.
I'm in this fucking corner like, we gotta take the trash out and shit.
They're gonna be ants.
No, we ain't never had these in here. Fuck that.
Yeah, I seen one ant in here one time, and that's about it.
He has.
I have a microwave in my trunk. Actually, I meant to bring it in here.
Man, that joint destroyed, bro. I heard that
We
joint
threw it.
flopping around when we got here.
We threw a show and we had a microwave before for a caterer at a previous show. We threw that show, left the microwave at the joint. We don't know what happened to it. It's just not even there anymore. It's just at the venue. You know what I'm saying?
He gave it back to us.
Got another free microwave.
He gave it back to
I'm
us.
about to offload. Where is that?
Henry gave it back to us.
He didn't get back to me.
He said you took it.
He didn't get back to me.
I don't know, bro. Whatever, bro. But like I said, no, we'll say it before. Like I'm not a drip guy. You say like you're not necessarily a drip guy.
Yeah, nah. I ain't. I do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't into fashion and shit like that. I don't know. Just not with me.
Or what would you say was like the most money you would spend on like any bit of clothing? Shirt, pants, shoes.
I ain't going too crazy.
Me.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't even have an amount, man. I ain't.
The most I ever spent on shoes was probably like about $500.
I know.
Clothes.
What'd you get? Just out of curiosity.
I can't even tell you what I got. I gotta show you what I got. There's some.
Oh,
you see what I got on?
Alright,
you see what I got on? I'm kind of on my like.
This nigga's going.
Yeah, shit.
I'm Nike'd up. I'm Nike'd up right now.
Galaxy phones.
If you spend $500 on some Galaxy phones, I would ask you to leave.
I would Galaxy phone Nike boots. I can't even. They like the undercover Nike boots. Have you ever seen them? I don't know if
Like some
they got an air pump
ACGs and shit?
They got an air pump to them.
Gotta be some ACG shits.
Man, them just
What
listen.
you talking about? This was a rig.
Let me put
Yeah, you might have to pull them jumps up. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
when I got them, like they was, you know.
Yeah, because the most money I ever spent on pretty much any clothing. Like we went to it was like my first time in New York and shit like that. Me and my niggas and shit like they were some wannabe rappers and shit like that. One of them niggas still raps. But like one of the niggas like got like kids and family life now. But like we went to New York and awesome was like, nah, we gonna bring our recording equipment, bro. We gonna record in the Airbnb, bro. We gonna go to Times Square and shit, like go shopping and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, we did like half that shit, bro. They record like one song, niggas. You know
Actually, the whole time, yeah, I spent like $250 on some shoes.
They got a little air pump.
That's the highest I ever.
I think
Flight Club.
it wasn't Fight. No, I went to Fight Club. I think I spent $200 on some like I think it was like 97 Air Maxes or something like that. Maybe 96. I forgot what year.
Plastic, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, nigga, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I got paid, nigga. What's up? Bro, I wear them joints like 4 times a year now. I don't even wear them because like they're not even matte. They don't fit me right no more. Like it was definitely a waste of bread.
I'm not the guy that throw it on every day to be outside, so it's like I don't really wear it to be outside to wear, so I don't need that much of it. I just need.
It's always crazy when you buy some clothes that you don't want to wear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I do that though, like suits and like like casual shit. Like I buy that shit.
Nigga,
like,
you should have came suited up right now, boy. You should have gave me the suit and tie, nigga.
I should have came with a
That's
suit.
why I need to get more suits. I ain't have a suit since I was a kid, man.
Yeah,
I randomly got a bunch when my grandfather died. So like I had like one suit before that.
I think every man need one.
At least two.
Closet, man.
That fit good. You know what I'm saying? Like nice tailored shit. Right. Like as a man. As a man.
As a man, I'm, like for me, it's different. Like you get a suit for every. Like I would say, I got a suit for like people I lost or like wedding. Put that in there. You know what I'm saying? Put that into the.
Oh yeah, bro. I got a polka dot joint. I got a polka dot Armani joint I got on the thrift. It was black and white polka dots, bro. I wear it if I'm at a wedding or some shit. I'm not gonna wear it to a funeral.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's my nigga and they're lit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know.
R.I.P. Bozo.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's R.I.P. Bozo. I'm smoking that nigga's pack and shit. but like nah, yeah. We'll wear that during the funeral, wedding and shit like that. And I just wear just like.
Yeah, that's how
I haven't been to many funerals for like thank God. You know what I'm saying? Like thank God I haven't. But
I mean, you know, like the elderly, you know. So.
Oh no, yeah. I want folks getting old. That's the rough part.
Yeah.
I've been to one recently. I've been to like 2 weddings, and basically one wedding. Cause like I blacked out at the other part. Just because we was getting it in.
I am so front.
Well, nah, it was my cousin. It was my cousin's joint, and I woke up. It was funny as shit because I woke up at like 11. Like 11 at night, you know what I'm saying? Like the same night. So like I blacked out early as a bitch. I woke up with a broken hand, dog. Bro, I woke up and like doing my regular thing. I was like about stretching shit. Like I went like that. I was like, ooh, yeah. Look at my shirt. It was scarred up. It was fucking. Bro, I was like, damn, what the fuck happened?
You know you fucked up.
Nigga, bro, nah. What happened was, nigga, I got like pissed or whatever for some reason, and it's like. I was like walking around pissed and like a nigga just punched a tree. Like as hard as I could. Just this. Little gone, bro. I don't know. Don't drink at weddings, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like seeing people happy, don't drink at weddings. No, but yeah, man. So like what's like the general future hold for you, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like kind of wrapping it all up. Like what are we doing? What's up?
Yeah, it is. You know, I'm trying to get to a point where I can just make music for a living. That's the main goal. You know,
I want to do podcast shit for a living, man.
Yeah, take care of my kids. You know, put the niggas around me in position and you know what I'm saying, and do the right thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal, man. Take care of everybody. What's
like the right thing? You know what I'm saying? Like conceptually in your mind, like what does that mean to you?
Man, working to take care of your family. To me, that's what doing the right thing. Staying out of the way. Being on man time. Like everybody say man time. My man time is different. Like handling your business, you know what I'm saying? Carrying yourself with respect. And you know what I'm saying? Respect the others and people respect you. That's the type of time I'm on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want to be on. I'm not on none of the other games and nothing like that.
You don't need to be.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't got time for that, man. Niggas been through that shit old. Niggas trying to live a different way.
It's played out, man. It's one of those things that's played out. Being a wholesome cat, that's next up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's next up and shit like that. But yeah, man, fuck. Thanks for coming on, dude.
No question. I appreciate that, man.
Like, man, 100%. Where can people find you? Like both y'all on like social media, for music and stuff like that. Where can they find you?
On Instagram, you can look me up, Nate 117. I think on Twitter it's the same thing, Nate 117. And Spotify, Apple, all streaming services, Nate Bone. I got like 5-6 tapes out. YouTube, I got endless videos, interview stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Boom, man.
So
Let's do it.
Yeah, you can just follow me on Instagram. That's all I got. I ain't on all platforms or nothing like that.
Good for you.
Follow me at 117 Ali 117. You know, if you want to get in contact with me, got a couple bios in my link too. So
yeah, that's it, man. No, the future's bright for Nate Boone, bro.
Yeah, man.
I think so. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir, bro. Thanks for coming on, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Come back
Oh,
anytime.
yeah,
man.
most definitely. Most
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Nah, we're gonna be in contact. We got some things. We got some things,
I
bro.
got your number. That's the
Yeah, John said your
E?
yeah, John said E and shit like that's my number.
Oh, yep. Hey, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out
I'm about to say
Yeah.
No, you good. No, yeah, you good. That's it though.
Fair.
But yeah, bro. Thanks for coming, man. We got future plans, bro. You're gonna see Nate Bone. You're gonna see Nate Bone on some Attic Productions. You know what I'm saying? On some Attic things, bro. But yeah, guys. You know what I'm saying? Attic and present on all social media. Tommy Times, Money and Breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Bye, guys, and land. We'll catch you next time. Yes, sir.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir. Got a smooth hour 15.